Hello everyone, and welcome back to another one of our top 10 countdowns. In this video, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 planks of wood based on their plankness, or in other words, how planky they are. The ranks of today's contenders will focus on various factors such as wood type, preeminence, and most importantly of all, plank shape. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Number 10. Oak Flooring Plank. For the first entry on this list, as my personal pick for 10th plank of wood, is the Oak Flooring Plank. As you can see, it's a very fine piece for a very fine floor. It's well presented and executed in its installation, and as expected, is very plank-shaped. I would be proud to walk on this beautiful work of woodcraft. Number 9. Stronghold Crusader Plank. Now this plank here is quite the plank to behold. Not only is it a very long and sturdy plank to use for construction purposes, but its construction purposes have a higher purpose: to be placed in the holy architecture of the Crusades. It definitely doesn't have as much of a fancy presence as the 10th spot on our countdown, but the pure intention of its design for the Lord's sake is enough to keep it a spot ahead. Number 8. Zoo Tycoon 2 Plank. This plank comes in from a childhood classic of mine,
Zoo Tycoon 2 Ultimate Collection PC.
As you can see, this plank from
Zoo Tycoon 2 Ultimate Collection PC
is a part of several planks that plank together for a plank-made fence. I guess it really isn't too special, looking at it now, considering they're just some simple 2D textures, but hey, I already listed off the top 2 spots and I can't bother to rearrange this script. Oh well. Number 7. Plank from Unbroken. Okay guys, I'm gonna be honest. I put this here because there was a plank in it. I've never seen this movie and I probably should, but I saw this scene of a guy lifting a plank in front of this captain guy. It motivated me to lift a plank. If there was a message from the movie I missed, I think that was the one. It's a 7th place for me. Number 6. Plank that looks like a dog. At number 6 on this countdown, I chose this plank. It's in pretty poor condition overall and doesn't have a very solid plank shape, but I mean, come on, look at it. There's a dog face in it. Number 5. That plank I mentioned in my Doom tier list video. Oh yes, as promised in that certain other thing I made, this plank takes the halfway point on this list as the 5th plank of wood. Of course, let us review why it places itself here. Look at the pristine, clean woodwork, finely sawed and polished, and the solid rigidity of its structure. And of course, it wouldn't qualify as a plank without the plank shape, which it of course has. Truly, this piece marks the average for our list, and with that, we will continue. Number 4. This plank from my garage. I have a personal connection with this plank. I would like to put it at the first spot, but unfortunately, there are better pieces of wood. This plank of wood has gotten me through tough times. There are many examples of such. There was the time I needed a fake sword to swing around, and it was there. There was the time I needed a ramp for my Hot Wheels cars, and it was there. There was the time I needed a wood plank for my top 10 planks of wood countdown, and it was there. You know it has to be in the top 5. Number 3. Minecraft planks. Minecraft, as we all know, is a game that exists. And what do you do in it? Mine. What else? Craft. What do you craft? Wood. What is that craft? Planks. What are the best planks? Spruce. Why is it 3rd place? Because it's fun to build with. Obviously, there is some argument to be had that there is no plankness to these planks, as is a cube. But that's just what the government wants you to think. Secretly, it's separate planks that mimic a cube, but in reality are just some planks. Case closed. Number 2. Plank from Ed, and Eddy.
What is a plank? A piece of construction material primarily used out of wood. Of course. But it can also be a friend. Enter Plank from the early 2000s cartoon Ed, Ed, and Eddy. In this show, there's a boy named Johnny. His best friend is a piece of wood. It truly is a beautiful story of camaraderie between these two, and it proves that friendship is the answer to everything. The next time you look at a piece of wood, ask it to go have some pizza, maybe some drinks, have a chat. Planks have feelings too.
Number 1. Some guy planking. The final entry on our list is this guy who's planking. I know, he's not made of wood. Sue me. But look at the form. Doesn't it remind you of, I don't know, wood planks? Look what happens when I place these guys in a plank formation. They shape into a house. Coincidence? I think not. Checkmate, liberals. Well, that does it for our countdown. What did you think of it? Leave a comment if you think I misjudged some of these planks of wood. Don't forget to tune in next week for my ranking of